Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm doing my final and official Chicago Bulls NBA mock draft because the NBA draft is pretty much 2 weeks away. It's coming up quick. You know, I'm really excited for it. And I know I made a past Chicago Bulls mock draft, but I didn't do the second round. So stay tuned for this video. I'm going to be giving some prospects that I want the Bulls to target with their 44th overall pick. Also, guys, like I said, the NBA draft is coming up quick. Make sure you guys are in my group chat. I'm going to be having a live group chat during the draft, and I'm going to be posting videos all that night, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, let's just get right into today's video. You know, the Bulls finally got lucky and moved up to the 4th overall pick this year. There's been many rumors about LaMelo Ball possibly falling out of the top 3. You know, I believe it's all smokescreen. I believe he's going in the top 3. He's way too talented, has way too much potential to fall to 4. But I'm just going to get it through. Say he does fall to 4, you know. Say Minnesota drafts Anthony Edwards, Golden State drafts Deni, and then Charlotte takes someone else. You know, if LaMelo Ball is at 4, and say the Chicago Bulls weren't even targeting him, I believe we have to take him just because he has so much potential. And he's a 6'8" point guard. He has a 6'10" wingspan. He just has a lot of potential, even though his jump shot isn't the prettiest as of right now. But if you get a top 5 pick, you have to start taking risks, man. The Bulls always draft safe, and that's another option. You know, I've been seeing a lot of you guys saying that the Bulls need to draft Obi Toppin in the comments, and I'd say that is the safe pick. I believe that's the pick that our old front office would have made. I don't know about our Taurus, though. You know, I saw all over. I've been looking at mock drafts all day, all right? And Deni and Obi Toppin are the favorite for the Chicago Bulls' first pick. You know, there's even some betting sites betting on who the Chicago Bulls are going to be, and it goes Deni, Obi, and then James Wiseman, and then Killian Hayes. That is a weird top 4, I'd say. I don't really expect us to get James Wiseman. You know, if I'm the Bulls, my 3 targets right now are Deni, Obi Toppin, and Killian Hayes, and Isaac or Okoro. Those are my guys. If LaMelo Ball falls, or one of the top 3 talents fall, of LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, or James Wiseman, I say you have to take them just because nobody expected those guys to fall out of top 3. But like I said, Deni and Obi are the top picks for the Bulls in every NBA mock draft that I'm looking at. You know, just my opinion, I think we should draft Deni. I feel like he'd fit well with our roster. He's a decent sized small forward. He's the playmaker that the Bulls have been looking for, I believe, unless we are truly targeting LaMelo Ball, but I doubt it. I don't see the Chicago Bulls trading up, even though there has been a lot of rumors about that. But yeah, either way, if I'm the Bulls and LaMelo's, not there, or any of the top 3 talents are not there at 4, I believe we're going to draft Deni. If not, I could also see us taking Killian Hayes because our Taurus has hinted at a point guard being the best player available at 4. You know, Killian Hayes played overseas for France. You know, our Taurus came from overseas. He hired a bunch of scouts overseas for this draft. So I truly believe he's either aiming at Deni or Killian Hayes at 4, or possibly trading back. There's been a lot of rumors about that as well. Definitely leave any comments or questions below about if you guys want the Bulls to just stay at 4, trade up for LaMelo or a top 3 talent. You know, trade back with Detroit or New York to get a better asset or just a decent player, because a lot of reporters and just draft experts have said this draft is not the best. You know, there's no clear number 1 or any top 3 talents that are going to become a superstar. So my final opinion is the Bulls are going to draft Deni. I truly expect that. I just feel like the Bulls need a small forward. You know, Otto Porter Jr. is more than likely going to walk next offseason. I like Chandler Hutchison, but I don't see him being a starter, especially with his jump shot. Same with Deni. You know, he needs to work on his jump shot. I have been seeing a bunch of workout videos of him working on his shooting and such. So either way, these next few weeks should be interesting. Like I said, get in my Bulls group chat. I'm going to have a live chat for the draft and be posting all night. But yeah, my final prediction, I expect the Bulls to draft Deni at 4. Definitely leave any comments or questions below about that. And for the Chicago Bulls second round draft pick, in my last mock draft, I didn't cover the second round pick. I don't know why, I'm sorry about that. But the second round pick is just as valuable as the 4th overall pick. I've seen so many stars get drafted in the second round or late in the first, like Jimmy Butler and such. So, the Bulls have the 44th overall pick. And past front offices and management, I feel like they really didn't care about our second round picks. I mean, Because I remember one year we could have drafted this one good like small forward or power forward or center like Golden State drafted. I can't think of his name right now. But instead of drafting him, he had a promising few years. Then he kind of went downhill. He hasn't really found like a roster spot in the NBA. Either way, I would have rather taken a chance on him with our like second round pick. Management just traded our second round pick for money. I really hope the Bulls' new front office don't do that. I don't expect our Tours to. But my 3 targets at like the 44th pick, if they are there, the first one is Paul Reed. He's a power forward. He can also play the center, but he's kind of undersized for that. A lot of NBA mock drafts and big boards have him anywhere from like the 38th pick to like the 48th. So that's right around where the Chicago Bulls are drafting. He's a 6'10 power forward. And last year in college, he averaged 15 points, almost 3 blocks a game, 2 steals a game, 2 assists, and like 11 total rebounds. Those are amazing stats, He's not the best 3-point shooter. He only shot like 30%. He, of course, needs to improve on that. But he really shot well from the court. From twos, he shot like 55%. I'm really high on him. I believe he'd be a good power forward to be like our backup power forward if we ever like decide to trade Thaddeus Young, which I believe we should. The center position is kind of like maxed out right now with Wendell and Daniel Gafford. Behind Lauri, other than Thaddeus, we don't got nobody. I'd rather have Paul Reed playing, honestly, a young talent than Thaddeus. I hope we trade him this offseason or before the trade deadline. Definitely leave any comments or questions about Paul Reed below. And then another option that I could see being around us, in most NBA mock drafts, he's anywhere from like 46 to like 50, so he should be there, is Trey Jones. The Bulls interviewed him this offseason. I'm pretty sure they did a Zoom meeting with him or whatever. He is a point guard from Duke. He is a little on like the shorter end of the side. He's a 6'2 point guard. He weighs 185 pounds. He's just very solid at everything he does. He's not the most like athletic. He doesn't have the best size. He's actually a really good defender. He has great leadership skills. His jump shot is pretty good. He is pretty NBA ready, I'd say, for the most part. He's just really solid. He doesn't have the most potential. He's just a solid point guard. I believe he can translate that well to the NBA. Last year in college, he averaged 16 points, 2 steals a game, which is, like I said, his defense is really underrated. He also had like 6.5 assists and like 4 total rebounds. He's also a very capable 3-point shooter. He shot 36 from the 3-point line. So if he's there, of course, the Bulls need a backup point guard. I don't really like Sato or whatever. I really don't like Ryan Archie as well. So I believe he would fit in well with our backup point guard position. And the final Bulls target that I would want them to target with the 44th overall pick would be Jay Scrubb. I've been seeing a bunch of you guys commenting, leaving questions below saying the Bulls need to draft this man. He is predicted to be around like the 50th pick, so perfect for the Chicago Bulls. He is a 6'6 shooting guard. He weighs 220 pounds. He reportedly has a 40-inch vertical. He is a lefty shooter. He shot like 46% from 3. So he's very athletic, and he's a good shooter. He's lefty, I've been seeing a lot of people in the comments, like I said, saying that the Bulls need to draft him. The Bulls always need more help at shooting guard. He could even play the small forward or point guard position if needed. But those are my 3 targets for the Bulls to draft with the 44th overall draft pick. Definitely leave any comments or questions below about who you guys want the Bulls to draft with the 4th pick and the 44th pick. I hope you guys enjoyed today's quick little NBA mock draft. Definitely check out my past videos. I've been posting every day. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.